Ow, my eye. Welcome back into the Rowdy Studio. I'm Stephen Levine. This is Tom Vandervoort. And Tom, Kurt Busch has reared his ugly head once again.
Well, I'm not going to cast aspersions on his head. But there was a little incident at Darlington wherein he theoretically, supposedly, came a little close to a gas man on another team.
Sort of burned out through Ryan Newman's pit stall and got too close for comfort to the gas man.
And you know, when you're crossing the street, someone kind of comes close to you with a car, it does tend to get you a little hot and bothered. So that would appear to be what happened in this case, and Kurt was fined 50 grand and put on probation.
Right, and the gas man for the 39 team was fined 5 grand and put on probation. Kurt Busch's motorhome driver was fined 5 grand and put on probation. And Tony Gibson, the crew chief for the 39 squad, was put on probation.
So the question at hand is,
did the punishment fit the crime?
Well, we don't really know what the crime is, though, do we? Because all we saw is some guy getting really mad at Kurt about the crime. After that, I don't really know what Kurt's supposed to do. So,
but here's the deal. No points were a penalty. He wasn't assessed a points penalty.
Right.
And that's really what hurts these guys. 50 grand to Kurt Busch.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not a big deal. Now, 50 points, 100 points, that would have hurt. So the fact that NASCAR did not assess a points penalty says to me that they didn't see it as an egregious offense.
And I assume they have at least witnesses to what actually happened, if not actual videotape.
Right.
So you'd have to say that given Kurt's past record, what they wanted to do was show some disapproval, but not really hurt the guy.
Well, and he was only put on probation for about a month. I think it's June 25th or something like that.
So, you know, it's in the scheme of NASCAR stuff, you know, in interactions between drivers, and this was kind of minor.
I mean, the thing about Kurt Busch, look, he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. Just like Kyle Busch, we've said it 100 times.
And
these guys don't get the benefit of the doubt.
This isn't the first time that on pit road he's had a little incident.
2007, Dover.
Right, with the race car.
Right, where he sort of came up right next to Tony Stewart when he was in the 20s.
And I think there was an incident at New Hampshire at one point, I believe.
And don't forget, at that...
I think, you know, you have to be careful with the race car and guys that are not in cars. That's not a good combination for someone with a temper.
But that Dover incident, not only was Kurt Busch parked for the remainder of that race, I believe points were assessed.
Exactly.
And money was assessed at that incident. So that tells you again, NASCAR saw this as not that big of a deal.
Right. Well, there you go. That's our take on Kurt Busch. We'll see you next time from right here in the Rowdy Studios.